We're glad to be part of your Friday afternoon. Our news, our 5:30 news starts tonight in Cascade.
A fast-moving fire likely destroyed a house early this morning, and our own Claire Anderson spent the day at the scene. She
found for the family affected, it will take more than smoke and flames to bring their spirits down. Claire?
Thanks, Katie and Tim. I arrived on scene less than half an hour after the fire and watch as 6 fire departments work to douse the flames. I spoke with the homeowners and they say even though this causes some inconveniences, past setbacks have made them better prepared to handle days like today.
Just a bad day and a couple us left, move on, go tomorrow.
For most people, having their house burned down and losing all possessions would seem terrifying. But for this family, they know things could be worse.
You know, we've been through a lot, so in a way, it just makes us stronger.
In 1999, Fatima, her husband, and son were in a serious car accident that left her son in a wheelchair and gave them a new outlook on life.
Knowing if your son is not going to make it or not, that's way worse than having your house burned down.
Our son's had it the hardest, and he's always in a great mood, so it makes it real hard to be depressed about almost anything. If he can get through what he did, this is easy.
The house burned for several hours and the items in the home were severely damaged by smoke and water. Fire crews say the home's condition is not looking good.
It's hard to tell right now with the because it does have a basement in it too, but I wouldn't doubt if it won't be a total loss by the time it gets all done.
The family is not worried about the material items they may have lost, with the exception of one thing: a sentimental stuffed animal that will be missed the most.
My son, he had a favorite teddy bear he received at Children's Hospital right after the car accident, and that's like his favorite thing in the whole world. So unfortunately, that one's going to hurt a little bit.
The family has already started to look toward the future and say they have to keep on moving to make the best for their son.
We take it in stride. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I'm so thankful that no one was home.
When I last talked to the family, they told me they are looking for a wheelchair-accessible apartment so their son can finish his senior year of high school in Cascade. Tim, Katie, back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Claire. A transformer failure shut down a transmission line in northern Montana earlier today.
It caused a power outage that spread from Chester to Nashua. According to Northwestern Energy, the power outage in what's known as the Havre district occurred between 9:30 and 10 this morning. Power was restored to some areas in about an hour. It took more than 4 hours to get full restoration. Approximately 17,000 customers were impacted by the outage. The transformer failure occurred at the Western Area Power Administration's Fort Assiniboine substation. Havre allowed to get its power back. The forced the closure of the mall and some stores, but Havre schools and MSU Northern held classes as scheduled.
After 18 months as the commander out at Malmstrom Air Force Base, Colonel Bruhl is handing the reins to Vice Wing Commander Colonel Robert Stanley.
We attended this morning's ceremony honoring both men.
Today, the 341st Missile Wing passes from Colonel Geraldo B. Bruhl to Colonel Robert W. Stanley II. We are pleased that you are with us today to share in this important ceremony.
I know till my last breath, this will be a moment I will never forget.
You are being handed a commander who knows how to lead. He knows you and he's already part of you. This will be a seamless transition, a continuance of the positive work that's already been done.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars.
I am proud to have been associated with you for the last 18 months. I'm proud of your accomplishments, and I wish you the very best. You are truly the best of our Air Force, the airmen of Wing 1.
And the rocket's red glare.
When you're in guard over a launch facility in the middle of the night, and it's 20 degrees below zero, and maybe it's your little girl's birthday you're missing, and not a soul knows you're out there, no one is going to be waiting for you at the main gates applauding your efforts when you come back. And you will quietly go home, you'll pay your bills, you'll shovel your snow, you'll change the diaper on the baby, and the next day you may have to go back out and do it again. You need to know what you do is so vitally important, it is incomprehensible to almost everyone.
And the home of love rain.
Colonel Bruhl left Montana today for a position with Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana.
And Colonel Stanley has been with Malmstrom since June of 2011.
Jury selection started this morning in the rape case of suspended Grizzly quarterback Jordan Johnson.
Less than half of the jurors summoned actually had to show up for jury selection. 400 people were summoned but only 160 were there today. Some prospective jurors were excused ahead of time, while others may have been weeded out through the special court that was sent out. Most seem to be familiar with the allegations against Johnson, but there were a couple of people who did not know anything about the case.
Honesty is the best policy here. That's the best way we can get the most fair group of jurors.
Johnson is accused of raping a woman a year ago while the two were watching a movie at her house. His trial was originally scheduled to last 3 weeks. Today, the judge said it will only be 11 days.
Montana lawmakers are considering a bill legal for students to bring guns onto school and keep them locked in their cars.
MTN's Gordon brings us both sides of the debate.
Under federal law, it is illegal for anyone to knowingly possess a firearm in a school zone, which is defined as 1,000 school grounds. The bill states that a firearm secured in a locked container approved by the district or in a locked motor vehicle the entire time it is on school grounds or property is not considered to have been brought to school. About a year ago, a student in Columbia Falls, Demary DeRue, forgot she had a rifle in the trunk of her car.
And said, hey, I've got a rifle in my trunk that I had for hunting, and can I go move my car off the school property? And instead of allowing her to move her car off school property.
DeRue was suspended from school for weeks. However, bill opponents say that the law already provides for these situations.
A student is out hunting for and take a firearm out of their vehicle, it allows to modify that requirement expulsion on a case-by-case basis.
I don't think that there is a teacher or a support staff in the state who would support this bill. We have to remember dealing with a bunch of hormonal
Bill 3 seeks to clarify does not constitute a firearm. A picture of a firearm, a sized replica, imitating the sound of a firearm, and forming your hand into the shape. Proponents also want to remind disciplinary action students have back.
School disciplinary action, particularly those to government.
But Gordon, MTN.
Beautiful day today, but winter again with colder temperatures and snow.
Here now with a preview.
The sun setting, there is a Canada track here. You can see Edmond just north of there. We've got a cold front that will develop. You colder air. You'll not 5 degrees. At 22 at 10 degrees. Is on the way. A gorgeous sunset progress right now. Live from the U.S. Bank Cam, 42 degrees at the airport under sunny skies. Winds calm at the airport at the top of the hour, but we've got a light breeze down in the city. Already chilly by 7 o'clock. 41. We're down to 26 by 9 p.m. It will be a fast temperature drop this evening with clear skies. I'll show you when the clouds arrive, snow will fall, and how much will fall. Coming complete forecast in Storm Tracker weather.